Hello there, Steve again, turning up like a bad penny. How's everybody doing? Yeah, it's been a while since I did a video and been busy with other things, a lot of doing nothing. Um, Shout out to all my friends over there in the UK. I know you're sweltering and you have been. It's pretty rough when it's so hot, and it's just oppressive when there's just no end to it and very little refuge for air conditioning. Um, So, anyways, thinking about you, we've it's been cool here and cool season. Not much rain. Um, we've struggled to get above 22, 23 in the daytime, and going down to 14, 15 at night. Of course, that's Celsius. And yeah, so today it was a hot day. Well, we were up to 37 at 4 p.m. And now it's about 10 after 5 and we're down to 28. So like I said, the temperature drops quite a bit at night, which is nice, makes for comfortable sleeping. But yeah, having lived in the Philippines and other places in Asia for extended periods of time, it really can be oppressive if you don't have access to regular air conditioning. But if you have to just run a cold bathtub and soak in it. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we're thinking about you, and not going to get political about anything, but just want to mention the terrible tragedy of the murder of Anne Widdecombe, the conservative politician. And I just hope that I just hope that there'll be an honest and open investigation, and that whoever's done this terrible thing um, is brought to justice and punished. So, um, it's a terrible thing. My hope is that it was just some kind of like random break-in kind of thing. I hope it wasn't politically motivated, either planned or just some nut bar like there's too many of these days, who think that just because they disagree with someone politically, that gives them the right to do harm. It's not right. Okay, and yeah, what else have we got going on? It's the cat's birthday month. 2 years. She's 2 years old now, Mickey, our Mickey, and she's a good girl, growing into a typical teenager. And she was feral, and they captured her. And the best they could tell us was it was sometime in July that she was born. So, anyway, so of course, every day is cat day, every month is cat month. But we're celebrating Nikki's Nikki's two year birthday, and she hasn't turned into terrible twos, although she's showing all the hallmarks of a teenage girl. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, shout out to Peter Oxley. There you go. I know you're sweltering over there, and also always to Zinzan and all my subscribers and viewers. Picked up a new subscriber, even though I haven't done anything lately. So hello, Babel232. I appreciate it. Hope you're gonna like what you see. So, anyways, yeah. So a couple new things here. I just wanted to go over, and something very special coming in the next couple of weeks, which I'm gonna have a lot of fun with, and I'll show you when it gets here. So that's it for the teaser. Okay. So what are we gonna do first? Okay, I will turn down the camera. And unfortunately, my camera software is a bit on the blink. So I don't have any zoom. Yeah. So here we go. So we've all seen this before, or many of us have seen this before. And I'm not going to go into it in great detail. But just going to open it up and take a look. And boy, this sure is an oldie but a goodie. Tooled in 1975. Oh, speaking of which, seems like Airfix has done a good job with the new JU52 brand new molding in 172 scale. Saw a review by Andy at Novice Modeler in the Midlife Crisis. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, I encourage you to. He does great builds and lots of kit reviews, and don't know when he has the time for it all or the money, but I'm glad that he does and shares it with us. So, okay, so this is a venerable old kit, 1975. There you go. And our favorite vinyl tracks. And they've now replaced the vinyl tracks in their newer toolings with the interlocking stuff, which is nice. And so anyways, yeah, so this is pretty straightforward kit. We've got the top, the body, 1.5 figures, and some accessories. There's some polycap here. And so yeah, we've got like a tank commander and a driver. And we've got a decal set here. Not much with decals. Put that in. That all tucks in nicely, as you'd expect. Now, and well, this is great, you know, Tamiya with the old stuff. I think with the newer ones, I'm not sure if they put or if they combine them, but anyways, this is great if you want to practice your Japanese. And yeah, like I said, I'm not going to go into great depth. There's plenty of stuff out there. It's an older kit. A classic, what some call a shake and bake kit. Perhaps a little lacking in some details, or not perfect, but you're always assured of a good fun build and a finished product that you can be happy with. So there you go. Now, the only other thing I'm going to say about this really is it's not going to be a long video today. This tank got a lot of people made fun of it. They called it a dinky tank. I mean, compared to a Panzer or a Tiger or, even a Sherman, it was a small tank. I mean, but it suited its purpose, and it was never meant to be a heavy tank. It was meant to be an infantry support tank, and on the light to medium might have been a bit of a stretch for the earlier ones, but yeah, a light tank, and it was perfectly suited for what it needed to do. You'll notice there's no fenders on the front here. It's fairly small. Would have been easy to maneuver through forests and even jungles, and stuff would, instead of getting jammed up under a fender here, the tracks would just put it up and push it over, and that's how it goes. So they had success earlier in the war, which in China in particular, when they were used as a true infantry support vehicle. After the U.S. entered the war, it didn't take very long. I mean, they got slaughtered with the heavier armament that the Americans had, and they did end up upgrading the gun. But a light to medium tank is still a light to medium tank. So, but it didn't deserve the derision it had. It was a good tank and perfectly fit for purpose for the time. So there you go. That's my opinion. Okay. Have a drink of Orange Crush here. No. Fanta. Fanta Orange, not Orange Crush. Ah, that quenches the thirst. Okay, now, next. I ordered this from Amazon. Cost me $13, which I thought was pretty reasonable at the time. You can see, there you go. Okay. Now, my first hint I made a mistake is when I opened the package and I saw the price. See that? 396 yen. That's about $3.50 Canadian. And, you know, when I looked at it and I went, $13. I mean, you know, there really isn't very much to it. But you know, I thought, you know, oh, gee, there's all that barbed wire, which is great. Yeah, isn't that great? And I thought maybe it was too great. So anyways, I kind of looked at it and everything. But I missed the teeny, tiny line here. Tree and wire are not contained in this kit. And this is what you get without the tree and wire. And $13 is too much for what you get. Although there's some nice contour on these logs and stuff, but there sure isn't much to it. So that's my bad, lesson learned. And they show you how to assemble it here. And so anyways, I thought, well, lesson learned. And speaking of learning, now what we're going to do, and what I did was I went out and I learned how to make barbed wire. So I'm going to lower this so we get as good a view as possible. So what I've got here is some 28 gauge copper wire. And, you know, technically, you know, this might be a bit small for 135 scale. But, you know, if you wanted to go up to 40 gauge or something a little heavier, you could certainly do that. So I'm going to do a little tutorial here. And if you haven't seen this done before, then I hope you will find it useful. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take a length of wire. Doesn't really matter how long, just however long as you think it should be. There we go. Snip that off. And we're going to need to make a little tool. So I got a chopstick here. And you want something flat because you're going to tape a paper clip onto it. Okay, you see? Tape the paper clip onto it like that. Fold the wire like this. Slip that in the loop. And do the twist. And we twist and twist and twist and twist. Can you see how that's coming up now? Get a better light on that. Can you see the contour of that now? Starting to look good. And basically you just twist this till you think it's right. A few little. Which I reckon is about there. You'll start to feel it twist up right at the end here. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take another length of wire, say maybe about that long. Snip that off. And we're just going to tie this in to the loop. Just one little knot. Tie that down. There we go. Like that. And we'll just tighten up that loop a bit. There we go. Okay, so now you're going to hold it like this. Hold it like this. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to make a little loop like this. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. And we loop on the underside. And it doesn't have to be perfect at all. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's pretty good for your manual dexterity practice. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm pretty sure you get the idea now. And then when you're done with the whole strand, then you just snip this off about 1 millimeter. And there you go. See, I wish I had the... Anyways, once you do it, you can wrap it around here if you want to coil it. And this is what you get. And then, of course, you paint it. You know, gunmetal gray or whatever kind of gray you want. So yeah, when you're bored and you want to do something kind of mindless, that you can do that and make barbed wire. And so yeah, it was kind of fun to learn that. There we go. That'll go in the dish for use later on. Okay, and I'm not going to go through the whole rating the kit thing. Like I said, it's been done so many times. It's been around since '75, and which was when I was in my kit building prime, along with many of us. And there we go. So, okay, so we've got nice box art, as you'd expect. 1.5 figures, which is a nice bonus. The instructions are Tamiya instructions, and they have a great little history write-up. Actually, it's more than little. It's pretty complete. You see there, and you get a parts map, which is nice. They don't always do that. Different painting options, and as you would expect with Tamiya, everything goes together perfectly, and there's a little or no flash. So I paid about $35, $36 for this Canadian. It's out there for cheaper, but by the time you pay shipping, it works out about the same. I got this Amazon Prime, free shipping, came in about 4 days. One place I looked at, they had the kit for $22, but you had to pay $13 in shipping, and then you had to pay insurance as well beyond that. So, and it was shipped by Canada Post. So yeah. So, anyways, so that's it. Lost my mojo for a while there, but getting her back. It was quite an ordeal with the renovations we had to do, and everything was upended for much longer than it should have been. But that's life. It's over now. Okay. And we have nice new ceiling and insulation and all that kind of stuff in our bedroom and bathroom. Okay, so that's it. Thanks to everybody who stops by. Just kind of a short one today. Hope you found what I showed useful. And yeah, we've got a few other things coming soon. A special kit that I mentioned is coming in the next couple weeks, and I've got another one that I've been meaning to do a fairly extensive review on. So and we can look forward to that. Oh, and was I gonna? Hey, Aubrey. Shout out to Aubrey down there in Australia. He's a good buddy, and he'd been asking the group. Peter Oxley had a show the other day on the Sikorsky Sky Crane, so you should stop by and take a look at that. That's Peter Oxley's modeling lab, and he also has a second channel, Peter Goes Rogue, where he did a very interesting video on his favorite car of all time. It's not what you might expect. So check out Peter Goes Rogue and Peter Oxley Modeling Lab. So anyways, yeah, Aubrey was saying he was going to pick up some of these, the Tamiya weathering master. He hadn't used them before, so he was asking. This is the B set that has snow, soot, and rust. And I like it. I think it's great. And the white is great for like chipping on aircraft. And then, of course, the soot and rust are very useful. And you can mix them together. And yeah, so they're well worth it. I know there's lots of other companies that make weathering powders and so on and so forth. AK, MIG, a few others like that. But I'm a Tamiya guy, and these are great. So good place to start. They're easy to work with. So yeah. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks again for everybody for stopping by. Appreciate everybody's time, and hope everybody's having a good summer. I hope the heat breaks over there for you in Europe, guys, especially in the UK. I know you're not built for that. Here in Canada, we do have pretty hot summers in most places, and in the interior, we're on Vancouver Island, so we're like, if it gets too hot, we're 10 minutes from the ocean, so we can just hop in the car. We have a beautiful oceanside park right here in town, and we can just go and hang out, and so that makes it easy. In the interior of British Columbia, not unusual. Trapped between the mountains there, between the coastal mountains and the Rocky Mountains. It's just a big, low plain, and not unusual for them to get up to 47, 48. Yeah, I guess you just have to deal with it. So, anyways, so yeah, good luck to everybody, and we'll be back soon with another show. Thanks again. Bye now.